Israel attacks military targets across Syria.
South Korea arrests several senior officials.
Bamboo rattan products on the throne.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. The situation in Syria is growing more complicated. Israel has launched a major airstrike campaign targeting military sites across the country. These attacks follow the recent overthrow of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's government.
According to the Israeli Ministry of Defense, the country's air force has conducted around 480 airstrikes in the past 48 hours, destroying numerous strategic weapon depots and killing many Syrian soldiers. The targeted sites include air defense systems, military airports, missile depots, and various weapon production facilities in Damascus and other cities. Israel also attacked 2 Syrian naval bases, destroying at least 6 missile boats out of 15 that were docked there. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Katz stated that Israel intends to establish a demilitarized zone in southern Syria to counter terrorist threats. Nevertheless, Israel's military actions have faced criticism from multiple regional countries, which view them as a blatant violation of Syria's sovereignty and a serious violation of international law.
South Korea's investigation agency has arrested the former Minister of National Defense and several senior officers. This is connected to President Yoon Suk-yeol's declaration of martial law last week.
Former South Korean Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun has been detained since December 8th and was officially arrested this morning on charges of involvement in critical tasks during the uprising and abuse of power that hindered the exercise of authority. A spokesperson for the Seoul Central Court stated that the arrest was made due to concerns about the potential destruction of evidence. Earlier this morning, 2 high-ranking police officials were also arrested as the investigation into the political turmoil intensifies, following the negative effects of the Korean president's martial law announcement. The ruling People Power Party stated that it was building a roadmap for resignation that could lead to President Yoon Suk-yeol stepping down in February or March of next year ahead of upcoming elections.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has issued a directive to address obstacles and speed up the implementation of social housing projects. He also emphasized the need for transparency regarding projects eligible for the 120 trillion VND loan package.
The Prime Minister instructed to continue reviewing and examining legal procedures, to compile a list of social housing projects, housing for workers, renovation and reconstruction of condominiums eligible to borrow capital from the 120 trillion VND loan package. This list should be publicly announced on the electronic portal of provincial people's committees to provide banks with a basis for applying loans under the program. The Prime Minister emphasized the need to focus on project of building at least 1 million social housing units for low-income individuals and industrial park workers. During the 2021 to 2030 period, introduce social housing development targets into the 5-year and annual socio-economic development system.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Vietnamese enterprises continue to record impressive growth in foreign investment activities. In the first 11 months of 2024, total registered investment capital has increased by more than 50% compared to the same period last year. According to the Foreign Investment Agency, Vietnamese businesses invested nearly $600 million in 151 overseas projects, an increase of 51.6% compared to last year. To date, Vietnam has invested in 31 countries and territories, focusing on major markets such as Indonesia, Laos, India, the United States, and the Netherlands, asserting its increasingly strong position on the international stage.
At the 25th session, the Nghệ An Provincial People's Council decided to allocate an additional 200 billion VND from the local budget, raising the charter capital of the Provincial Land Development Fund to 1 trillion VND. The fund is a financial organization under the Provincial People's Committee, operating with partial autonomy over its regular expenditures. Its functions include funding and supporting land compensation, resettlement, and creating new land funds to contribute to local socio-economic development. With the new charter capital, the Land Development Fund will have more resources to carry out important tasks in the near future.
According to the Ministry of Health, in 2023, the fertility rate was estimated at 1.96 children per woman, the lowest in history. And this number is forecasted to continue to decline in the coming